Alright, the class trial prep. It's been a while since I've played this, so I don't really remember everything we have. We have cool and composed. Oh, can we? We can't use that? Steadies your aim, costs 2 SP. I have 19 SP. Let's see. Costs 3 SP, use Lost in Thought. Well, for some reason we can't use cool and composed. Do we have anything else we can use? We have neural liberation, vocabulary, handiwork, lost in thought. What does cool and composed do? Steadies your aim a little, effective during the non-stop debate in the Hangman's Gambit. Yeah, I think the other ones are probably better anyway. So we're just gonna stick with what we have right now. There we go. There's really not much else that really not much there that is useful to us in the cool and composed, except oh, it steadies your aim.
If you can figure
Well, we already know the... I hate when he does that every time. Let's explain what you already know.
First, we need to clarify who exactly the unidentified victim is.
It's Kyoko. There's no other explanation.
Yeah, this is kind of a weird case.
No, that's a ghost.
It's not very clear or
has legs and stuff.
anything who the victim in this could be.
Well, that's just
Or not the victim, but the perpetrator.
She's like the latest evolution in ghost technology.
Hagakure, shut up.
There's a limit to how much ridiculousness I can tolerate.
You know, sometimes Hagakure says something that's semi-intelligent, and then other times he's just completely retarded.
Right? Then let's compare Kyoko's traits to the traits of the dead body.
Her traits?
Like her measurements. One important trait Kyoko has that proves the body doesn't belong to her. Kyoko's face, Kyoko's piercing glare, Kyoko's gloves. It has to be her gloves. Yeah.
I'm talking
Because
about
the hand
her
had the
gloves.
wolf
They'll
tattoo.
give us some insight into the mystery. I'm sure of it.
The body didn't have
In
any
that
gloves.
case, I think it would be helpful if someone explained why she actually wears those gloves.
Oh right.
Happen to know the
I remember in the anime, I think they really rushed this trial,
Monokuma told me,
and at the
apparently
very
with
end
scars
of
on
the
your hands,
series,
you don't
they
want
actually
anyone
bring
to
this
see.
up.
Oh, you know, now that I think about it, the corpse wasn't wearing any gloves, right?
Holy shit!
Probably
Always
just
a
got roped up
genius.
in the explosion.
Well, shit, that's actually
I'm
kind of a good
convinced.
point.
The ghost is just trying to fool us all.
Well, no, they could. I mean, unless they were completely burned up, which I highly doubt they could be. But there's no way we wouldn't find any trace of the gloves. There's no way that corpse was Kyoko. But if I can't prove why, we're gonna be stuck here, and the case won't move forward. So I don't have any choice but to. Non-stop debate time. Make your argument. Tattoo on the right hand, exploded body analysis. We're probably gonna end up using tattoo on the right hand.
That Kyoko there
let's
is just
see.
a ghost.
Possible.
Okay, then prove it. Prove she's not a ghost.
I can prove it.
The dead body wasn't wearing gloves.
They got burnt up in the explosion.
Then she
I
was
don't
wearing
think they
gloves
did.
before the explosion.
Well,
No?
yeah, she must have been wearing gloves. Because that corpse is absolutely Kyoko.
Okay, maybe I think the one that we have to refute here is she must have been wearing gloves. I know that the body isn't Kyoko's, and I know I can prove it.
That
Tattoo on the right
Kyoko there is
hand.
just a ghost.
I don't think tattoo on the right hand's gonna prove anything, honestly.
Okay, then prove it. Prove she's not a ghost.
Exploded body
Body wasn't
analysis.
wearing gloves.
They got burnt up
Yeah,
in
we
the
probably want to.
explosion.
Let's go with analysis. See what happens. Oh,
Well, yeah.
oh shit, wrong thing. Right. Oh no, fuck that up. Okay. So it wasn't. It probably is not. It's probably not exploded body analysis.
Kyoko there is just a ghost.
Tattoo on the right hand.
Yeah.
There we go. Okay, it was fake nails. I guess, I don't know, that was kind of my last choice, is because, I don't know, the other ones made more sense to
No way
me.
The corpse was wearing gloves.
Okay, I want to see you explain how it could have
They
been,
were wearing fake nails, remember?
yeah, okay, well, I guess,
I
yeah,
imagine
that is an
wearing
important
gloves
detail.
over Nails like that would have been a pretty big pain.
I didn't think too much about that.
Besides, Kyoko wears gloves to hide her hands, right? It'd be
Yep.
pretty weird for someone who's self-conscious about their hands to wear fake nails. Don't you think?
That is a good point.
Man, you don't know women, huh? They're complicated like that.
I don't think you know them either. Yeah, I agree. Exactly.
Well, Kyoko, any thoughts?
He's very familiar with drugs, though.
These gloves were custom made
Herbal
for
medicine,
my
dude.
hands to make sure they don't interfere with my daily life. If I wore fake nails, the gloves wouldn't fit properly.
Yeah, that is true. I didn't really think too much about
Then
that.
that's that. The dead body doesn't belong to Kyoko.
I just wasn't sure how it fit into the case or the whole gloves
Okay,
argument.
So then, who's the real victim? First, we need to figure that out.
Yeah.
That's the first thing I said. You're the one who's been dragging us around in
I'm just gonna repeat what you said, dude. I don't have any original ideas of my own. Before anything, we have to identify the victim. Everything starts from there. Non-stop debate. Again. Sprinklers, exploded body analysis, tattoo on the right hand. Well, we've already kind of gone over... Haven't we gone over the tattoo? Well, I
Kyoko
don't think we
really
did.
is still alive. Then who died?
Yeah?
There's gotta be some way to figure it out.
Oh, okay, so I know what argument we're gonna make
The
here.
place was scorched beyond recognition. And there wasn't any
Yeah.
description in the Monokuma file.
Alright, let's see.
If we can't identify the body,
Oh, okay, wait. What's she gonna
There's
say?
nothing else we can do.
Damn it. Okay, so it was... I'm pretty sure we're gonna refute we can't identify the body.
really is, and who died?
Blah, 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 blah.
There wasn't any
Can't identify the body, that's bullshit. I'm pretty sure we can. There we go.
No, that's wrong.
What about her tattoo?
There was one clue left behind that we can use to identify the body.
Yeah, you guys are ignoring the
For
tattoo.
real?
I don't think they saw the tattoo, though.
You'll die a cruel and unusual death.
Define cruel and unusual.
An unusual death. This I gotta see.
Well, she stabs people with scissors, so that's pretty unusual.
Tell us what you're talking about.
The key to figuring out who it was is the tattoo on the back of her hand.
Oh yeah.
Well, the tattoo or the fake nails, actually. You could identify her from the fake nails.
Her master must have
Like, when you think about it, the fake
Like,
nails are
you're my
a sort of
bitch.
defining characteristic of the person who died.
Really? They really did something that humiliating?
No, that's not it. The identity of the victim is hidden within that tattoo.
It's just kind of weird to me how they're also ignoring the fake nails, because that's kind of a dead giveaway when you think about it. If you think back to who wore fake nails in this game. If you compare the tattoo to other information we have, the victim's identity should become clear. Okay, so wait, Monokuma file 5. Victim's body is unknown, blah blah blah. Metal pipe. Okay, this is just a description of the body. Oh wait, no, it would have to be the Mukuro Ikusaba's profile. Pretty sure, unless there's something else. No, let's see, Mukuro Ikusaba's profile, Ultimate Soldier. Tattoo, yeah, there we go. It has to be that. There we go, yes.
The
I knew it.
Mercenary Corps. That's the name of the military group Mukuro Ikusaba belonged to.
Yeah,
Okay, so...
I can prove it.
To show that they're a member of the team, each soldier that joins the squad
Has a
gets
tattoo.
representing Fenrir somewhere on their body.
Fenrir?
The image that represents Fenrir is... Are we really doing this right now? It's a wolf. God damn it. Okay. Well, they already got 2 for us. F.
Now I understand.
I didn't know that before. I thought it was just, I thought it was a cat.
Fenrir is a wolf.
Fenrir, the wolf of Ragnarok. It's from Norse mythology. A huge, world-ending wolf beast.
You know, Toko is somehow less annoying
God Loki,
in this,
female giant.
in this part of the game for some reason. Probably because she's not complaining or whining.
Temporary all-star.
A wolf tattoo.
Yeah, for once she's not being weird
That means
Exactly.
or obsessing over
We
Byakuya.
found had a tattoo of a wolf. which means that person must have once belonged to Fenrir. So it must have been Mukuro.
What?
Hold on. Isn't she the one that was behind this whole thing?
Well, that's what we thought.
You sound surprised, but you're absolutely right.
Don't listen to Monokuma, he's lying.
Trial this time
Why the fuck you lying?
solved the murder of Mukuro Ikusaba.
Are you saying the
Well, okay, he's not really lying about that.
Now we have to have a cool last trial?
No.
I will be fair, though, he didn't say anything about her being the mastermind.
mastermind at all.
Yeah.
But I mean, being the ultimate despair seems like a pretty mastermindy title to me.
Maybe we shouldn't have been
I mean,
thinking of her as the
Monokuma did say, oh, it's one of you, so that definitely narrows it down now, because there's not many of us left.
After all, looking at her profile, I didn't see anything that would fit such a description.
Yeah, she's more like, well, I know this is kind of a spoiler, but
All it said
she's,
was that she was the
yeah.
ultimate soldier.
Okay, well, I think, yeah, it was referenced in the other video. I'm pretty sure, Ultimate Soldier.
If I remember correctly, that other information came from Kyoko. That's what you told Makoto, right?
Uh-oh.
So that means
Suspicious.
you got it wrong?
Who was
But I thought she was supposed to be all
was
smart and
Mukuro
stuff.
Ikusaba?
She's pretty much the Batman of this
She's
game.
been gone this whole time? And when
Batgirl,
she finally turns
whatever.
up, she gets killed.
Usually when there's a scene where an important character dies, it has a lot more detail.
So you're saying she wasn't an important character?
Maybe not as important as we thought.
That means she was the same as us. Just another participant.
A participant that we really didn't get to know at all. Because if you remember correctly, like, we never got to know Mukuro Ikusaba, or at least, you know, until you find out who she really is. Hint, hint, nudge, nudge. You think you never met her before, which is kind of weird, kind of suspicious.
No, the headmaster
Because
has nothing to do
from
with it.
from all we know, we've never had any interaction with Mukuro.
But how can we trust that? We already know your information about Mukuro was wrong.
So therefore, all suspicion gets directed towards
My
Kyoko.
information was not wrong.
Okay. We're in the middle of a trial right now. Figuring out who killed Mukuro is first and foremost.
Yeah, you guys!
Limit all future prattle, chatter, and chit-chat as much as possible.
Save that for later when you're killing each other.
Knowing the identity of the mastermind will have to wait. But remember this. No matter what happens, we will find out who you really are. I stake my family name on it.
I have
I, as
decided
Byakuya
to
Togami, will
ignore
destroy
all
you.
such attempts at provocation. Now then, just so nobody's confused.
Well,
let
he
me
hadn't
say
really
this one
ignored
more
it
time.
before. I remember when Makoto tried to provoke you, you came out and, you know, responded to it, so.
The reason we're having a class trial is because a murder among the students has taken place.
That's why we always have a class trial.
Point straight into your big old brains.
Or I'll hammer it in for you with the, literally, the hammer.
What you're saying is that both the victim
Nail
and
and a
the
hammer.
are part of the student body.
Crack your skulls open.
Then, one of us killed Mukuro?
But you just don't know it.
There's a chance that there's some mystery 7
No, there's
person
not.
who's been hiding all
Shut up,
along.
Hagakure.
Nope. There are only 16 students in total that have been taking part in
Hagakure is
these
trying to
events.
confuse everybody, that's what he does.
Seriously? Then one of us killed Mukuro?
Oh my god.
Did it? Who's the killer this time?
Get a hold of yourself.
Well,
Already narrowed down
it
the
seems that
list of
Toko's gone
possible
back to her usual self.
Huh?
She's like cool for a minute or two, and then she goes back to being
I'm sure
crazy.
you realize who I'm talking about, right, Makoto? Who the evidence points to?
Uh-oh. Based on what we know, there can only be two suspects. Toko and Genocide Jack, Makoto and Kyoko, and Mukuro and the Headmaster. Well, has to be Makoto and Kyoko. Us and
Narrowed it
Kyoko.
down to Kyoko and me, right?
Yeah, because we were like
Say that.
missing for a certain period of
Allow
time.
me to explain.
Or Makoto was missing.
Just after nighttime last night, I went to the garden, so I can confirm that at that point, there was no dead body there. So, the murder must have taken place after I left the garden.
Yep.
However, Hiro, Toko, Hina, and I were in the gym the entire time.
The gym?
That's right.
Dismantling
The four of us were there trying
Monokuma.
to Dismantle Monokuma. The whole time we were very careful not to go anywhere alone. We even went to the bathroom in pairs, all of which is to say...
Yeah, I can kind of understand Byakuya's suspicion here, at least. Usually he's kind of being an asshole, but here at least I can sort of understand why he would have his suspicions.
Me and Makoto.
Because, you know, Makoto wasn't there, he was asleep.
List of suspects.
And Kyoko wasn't there either, and they couldn't find her, so... But then again, you also have to take into account that Kyoko is kind of always going off on her own. So the only suspects now are me and Kyoko. Damn it, I can't let this stand. Somehow I have to clear my name.
I have something I'd like to say regarding the whole alibi thing.
Are you thinking of raising an objection?
I think we should bring up that dream, quote-unquote, we had where somebody tried to kill us.
Of what time the murder took place. Doing that might reveal some kind of clue.
Whatever you want. Somebody go ahead and help him out.
I wonder if the whole, like, when the sprinklers go off will factor into this, because that was something that we brought up, that was brought up before, the time the sprinklers go off.
It was after nighttime for sure. I'd say it must have been around 10 o'clock. So the murder must have happened after 10 p.m.
Then I guess we can say the time frame for the murder was between then and when we found the body? Oh, but
Makes sense.
what time did we find the body?
God damn it, Hina.
The one who saw the body first was Toko, right? And she went to go get the pickaxe.
Yeah, it was her. So what time was the body discovered? Oh, I think it was... Is it... Oh, yeah, okay, so they said... Well, the body, they said the body was found at 10 p.m., so... Oh, wait, no, 9 a.m. So 9 a.m., 10 a.m., 11 a.m. I think if I remember correctly, she mentioned it was 9. Let's just go with that. There we go. Okay, it was.
The body must have been discovered at 9 a.m., since that's when Toko went to get the pickaxe.
Yeah, she did mention it was like a little bit past 9. Now then, Toko, what time is it? Well, when we left the gym, it was just before 9 o'clock, so it's probably 9 on the dot now. Okay, go get the pickaxe and be back here by 9:01. Yep.
He's right. It had to be around then.
So we can be totally sure the murder happened sometime between 10 at night and 9 in the morning.
For me, I was already asleep before nighttime hit.
But
So
can
I
you
don't have
prove
an
that's
alibi after 10
Makoto?
o'clock, But I'm sure I met up with everyone else before 9 this morning.
We ran into each other in the dining hall, right? That was around... Oh,
Isn't that usually around 7?
Right around
Yeah.
7:30.
I can't believe I remember
I
that.
remember checking right before I went in, so I'm totally sure about it.
Which means from 10 p.m. to 7:30 a.m., you don't have an alibi.
The murder happened between 10 p.m. and 9 a.m. I don't have an alibi for 10 p.m. till 7:30 a.m. Okay then, it looks like the game has begun. If I can't provide an alibi for that period, then I just have to prove the murder didn't happen during the time I don't have an alibi. To do that, I have to make it clear when the body ended up in the garden. So wait, are we just kind of guessing here? Or are we actually using some evidence to determine that? Oh wait, yeah, the sprinklers. It has to be the sprinklers. The fragments aren't important, I wouldn't think. It has to be the sprinklers.
We've established a time frame for the murder. It took place somewhere between 10 o'clock at night and 9
I think,
o'clock in the morning.
if I'm trying to guess here, I think it's, the sprinklers go off at like, 7? Or sometime around 7.
It was 7:30.
Try that. Ah, that doesn't work. Fuck. That was stupid. No.
We've established a time frame for the murder.
Yeah. Okay, 7:30. Is there anything else you guys are gonna bring up?
I should think. So Makoto, if
It has to be the first point they brought up. Because I know the sprinklers factor into this. If they don't factor into this, then I honestly don't know.
between 10 o'clock at
There we go.
No, that's wrong.
I knew it!
Actually, the murder couldn't have happened anywhere near 10 o'clock. It had to have taken place way later.
And what makes you say that?
Maybe it wasn't
Because
7:30.
of the sprinklers in the garden. The sprinklers are set to go off right at
Oh,
7:30
it is
every
7:30, never
morning,
mind.
right? So if the body had been in the garden before 7:30,
That's right. It would have been wet.
completely soaked.
Yeah.
Hold on. I remember this part perfectly. The body was
Instead,
wet.
it was charred.
Wet, in fact.
Sorry, Toko, but you're wrong.
I'm wrong? How? Are you saying only The mouth down south.
Oh
What?
god.
How dare
What?
you speak
What?
such indecent words?
Well, yours is always pretty wet from Byakuya, so.
I'm saying that the body was wet, but not because of the sprinklers.
The mouth down south. I've never heard that term before. I kind of want to use that now. You're using your mouth down south, girl?
By denying the sprinkler, are you trying to deny my entire existence?
Maybe. Trying to deny that you have a mouth down south.
If you really think it wasn't the sprinkler,
Maybe you have a chicken down south.
why?
I need to prove that it wasn't the sprinklers that got the body wet. All I have to do is hit Toko with certain evidence, and that should do it. If we look at the body itself, that should make it clear. You see, if you consider the following. Oh fuck, not this. I don't remember how the fuck to do this.
Nothing.
Hit random buttons! Hit random buttons and hope for the best.
Anything.
Oh shoot, miss, miss, miss.
Are you trying to blame me? Nothing.
This is not good.
I hate you. I don't know anything.
Fuck it, fuck it.
Hold on. Are you trying to blame me? I admit
Yes,
nothing.
that is exactly what I'm trying to do.
Trying to blame me?
You are the culprit.
Nothing. I hate you. No.
I don't give a fuck.
Anything. Hold on. Are you trying to blame me?
This is a pretty good way to just cheat.
How can you say it wasn't the
This should prove it.
Oh, son. Split body analysis. Finally gonna use that. We haven't used it. We haven't used it before.
Just remember what the body was like after the explosion, and you'll see why it wasn't the sprinklers.
Yeah, her face was pretty much gone.
The top
And
half
well,
of the body was
yeah, the
wet,
entire
yes,
half of the body was all
bottom
fucked
half
up.
was completely dry.
No more face. No more
If the
face.
sprinklers got the body wet, shouldn't the whole body have been wet?
Yeah.
Oh, they only got the top wet? The bottom was completely dry? What a brutal maniac!
I feel like there's some innuendo there.
Think of her.
Let's just move on. The reason only the top half was wet was because
Oh, whoops.
while the body
I
was
guess
still
Toko
on fire,
conveniently forgot
I
about
filled
that.
with water, but only the part on fire.
Toko must have just...
Then I guess the sprinkler.
Are you fucking serious? That wasn't she there when we did that?
So if the sprinklers didn't
Oh wait, no,
get
never
the
mind.
body
She was
wet,
unconscious.
then the
That's right.
murder must have taken place
I guess nobody mentioned that to her.
sometime after the sprinklers turned on at 7:30 in the morning.
Which means she must have been killed sometime between then and when the body was discovered at 9.
See, Yasuhiro does sometimes have good things to add, or you know, something to add to the discussion.
So there's no way Makoto could have done it. I guess you had an alibi after all. Good for you.
But Kyoko's still suspicious.
The only one left without an alibi is Kyoko.
Kill the witch. Kill her. Kyoko's the only one without an alibi, which would mean that Mukuro's killer is... No, I refuse to believe it. Kyoko murdered someone?
I'd
That's...
just like to say one thing.
I actually
If
did
you
it.
vote for me and I die here, the mystery of this school will stay hidden forever.
It will be just that. A mystery.
Why? I can't let that happen.
Uh-oh. Huh?
So are you saying you're not the culprit?
Of course I'm not. I have no reason to kill anyone.
How do we know
It's a
that?
trap the mastermind has laid for us.
It's a trap.
We're this far into the game, and now you decide to blame me?
Well, you're sort of to blame for all of this.
Stop wasting time. Stop wasting energy. You really think your little trick is gonna work?
Maybe.
Shut up, you.
You got it, boss. Shutting up now.
Anyway, Kyoko, you actually did
Of course.
have a reason
Of
to
course.
Huh? She did?
Of
You
course.
thought Mukuro was the ultimate despair. In other words, the mastermind behind everything. So she killed her to try and put a stop to all this. Isn't that right, Kyoko?
That is actually an interesting
You
theory.
made one catastrophic mistake. Mukuro wasn't the mastermind at all. And as a result,
It's actually pretty
you were
plausible
forced into
considering that, you know,
another trial.
Kyoko
Something
might have
I'm sure you
believed that
weren't
that
at
was...
all
She
expecting.
was actually the mastermind.
So,
But then again, wouldn't she realize that she was wrong once Monokuma is still walking around?
She had a motive and no alibi.
So that theory kind of falls apart pretty quickly.
I think it's pretty clear Kyoko's gotta be the culprit.
Because she didn't really react to that, or react to seeing that Monokuma was still alive, if she actually believed that Mukuro Ikusaba was really the
I'm not
mastermind.
the only one without an alibi.
Uh-oh.
Makoto's explanation is still insufficient.
She's pointing the finger, making
The
accusations.
sprinklers didn't get the body wet, but that doesn't
Why are you
mean
asking all them
murder
questions,
happened when
Kyoko?
it said it did.
What are you...
Because you see, there is a way the body could have avoided getting
So,
wet.
Kyoko has just betrayed us.
Interesting.
Betrayal!
I'm listening.
All it would take is covering the body with a certain something to keep it from getting
Oh, the tarp. Yeah, it's the tarp. It has to be. There was a... Let's see this. Can we bring that up? Tarp.
I got it!
Uh-oh.
You're talking about the tarp, aren't you?
Yep.
You catch on quick. You're right. All you'd have to do is cover the body with the tarp, and that'd take care of the water. In fact,
Yeah,
that's exactly
it would soak it up.
what the killer did. The dirt pattern on the tarp can attest to that.
Oh,
Only
shit.
One side of the tarp got dirty, because that's the side that got covered in water. The side that faced down over the body, meanwhile, kept perfectly clean. This proves that
Should have
the
known
killer
they'd bring
used
that
the
piece of
tarp to
evidence
keep the
up.
body from getting
We
soaked.
did discover that. I think we discovered that in the
Why
shed.
would they go to all that effort just to keep the body from getting wet?
Most likely so they could cloud the issue of when the murder actually took place.
Yeah.
In other words, to create an excuse exactly like the one Makoto just gave us.
Well, Kyoko finally has, we're fucked. If Kyoko's against us, we're pretty much fucked. Why would Kyoko say that? Why would she want to make me look like the killer? No, I can't think about that right now. That tarp. If it was used the way Kyoko said, the tarp must have touched the body, right? Oh, yeah. But the body. It would have had blood on it. Wait, something... Oh, shit, I forgot. I'm not...
And what might that be?
I can't worry about Kyoko's motivations. If I don't do something, everybody's gonna think I'm the killer. I have to refute what Kyoko said. What do we have to bring up? Exploded body analysis, fragments near the dead body, body before the explosion.
By covering the body,
Wouldn't it be body before the explosion?
the killer prevented it from getting
I'm
wet.
pretty sure.
So the reason the tarp was only dirty on one side is because the sprinkler got that side wet.
Yeah.
But the underside of the tarp, it was totally spotless, right?
Yeah, that's the... It would have to have blood on it.
The water. Since it was facing down toward the body, of course it didn't get dirty.
Wait. Hold on. Yeah, okay, I knew it. That was what it was. It would have... Yeah, like, it would have had blood on it.
One side being clean is pretty strange if you think about it.
Yep. Well, hold on. They could bring up the argument that they cleaned up the other side of the
Blood
tarp.
wasn't dry before the body
But
was
I don't know, I don't
off,
think they're going to
right?
bring that up.
Byakuya said it himself. Not to touch it, or you might get some on you. If you put
Yeah.
a tarp on a body in that state, it absolutely would have gotten blood on it.
So Kyoko's theory falls apart.
Well, maybe the culprit washed it, so nobody would know they'd used it.
Actually, no. If he washed it, why didn't he wash the other
If
side?
they had, they would have washed both
Exactly.
sides. Just washing the one side wouldn't hide anything.
Oh, yeah, true.
God damn it, Yasuhiro. Or, yeah,
More than
Yasuhiro.
that, what if the very blood we saw on the body was meant as a kind of camouflage?
What? Huh? The blood was camouflage?
What if, after the killer used the tarp to avoid the sprinklers, they then covered the body in blood that didn't belong to the victim?
Oh, like in the third case.
Someone else's blood? Where would they get something?
They get that from the nurse's office.
I know.
They have
We
those...
could grab some of the
Yep.
blood packs from the nurse's
Blood
office.
packs.
That's what Hifumi did, right? When he pretended to be dead?
No, that's not what happened this time. The killer
Okay.
got the blood from right there in the garden.
Wait, what? They got the blood from right there in the garden, right? Which must mean... What? Where would they get that from? After the crime scene, tarp, chicken... Oh, the chickens. The chickens.
I got it!
Yeah, because the chicken was missing.
chicken blood?
What? Chicken blood?
When I checked the chicken coop before the murder, there were 5 chickens.
Yep.
But after
And now
the murder,
there were...
were
Wait.
only 4.
Wait a minute. There's 5. What? Those are
So
5
you're
chickens.
saying someone killed a chicken and then covered the body with its blood?
Yep.
That's messed up.
More messed up than murdering people?
Thing just to do something like that is awful. They should have at least eaten it.
Exactly.
I wonder if
Just like the
killer
donuts.
Had to get the blood from the scene so they wouldn't be spotted walking around. Anyway, there's no
Yeah,
denying that
another
a
good
chicken
point.
went missing, which provides a basis for my theory.
Kyoko's enjoying this. I can see that.
Perhaps, but even so, there's one thing that still doesn't make sense.
There's a lot of things that really don't make
Said
sense.
The culprit used the tarp to avoid the water and then covered the body in blood, right? But if that's the case, then the blood should have soaked into the ground around.
Oh. See, I didn't think about that.
But that's not what we saw.
Yeah.
Even the victim's clothing
Shit.
had blood on it.
Yeah, it wasn't, the blood wasn't around him.
Was completely clean.
Or her.
I have to agree. That certainly is strange.
What do you have to say about that, Kyoko?
Maybe they covered the coat in blood beforehand.
Oh my god.
Covered it beforehand?
When you discovered the body, was it wearing the coat like you normally would?
I think so.
Maybe. I don't know.
Wait, no. The head was through the neck hole, but the arms weren't in the sleeves.
Oh, that's right, they weren't. Yeah, it was
Then
covered with the
that
coat.
settles it.
Oh, not really. That just brings up more questions.
What settles what?
This
Yeah.
is what happened. The murder took place before the sprinklers went off, but the body didn't get wet because the killer covered it with the tarp. Then, later...
I'm pretty sure we can say he did cover it with the tarp, but the other points she's bringing up are just serving to further confuse people.
Already covered in blood. This series of cover-ups was meant to disguise the actual time the murder occurred. They wanted us to think the murder happened sometime after the sprinklers had gone off, at 7:30.
If that's
And it was Makoto who did all that.
It certainly becomes possible that the murder happened earlier.
But to pull all that off, wouldn't they have had to go back to the garden after the sprinklers turned off?
That actually wouldn't have been all that difficult.
Huh?
They already had the coat ready, so they just had to grab the tarp and pull the coat over the body. They'd be done
Yeah.
in no time.
Maybe. But still.
It wouldn't be too hard to do that. Just drape
After
the
you
coat
met
over
up
the
with
person.
Makoto in the dining hall, did you two stay together from that point on?
Oh no. I headed off to the gym, and Makoto didn't show up till later.
Yeah, so our alibi is kind of useless
Then you had
now.
plenty of time to spare, wouldn't you say?
Kyoko's brought up some pretty good counter arguments. I don't think we can really go against that.
Don't bother saying it's not possible.
Impossible.
I must admit, Kyoko's reasoning is sound. Makoto's alibi is inadequate.
And there's really no other way we can prove that we weren't at the scene. At least I don't think we can. And the suspicion falls back on me again. But why? Why is Kyoko trying to entrap me? I don't understand. Got disguised dead body.
Well then, it looks like we're back to square one.
Indeed.
Makoto's alibi is no good, so once again, our suspects are him and Kyoko.
For serious, man? Which one of them did it?
I don't know, dude.
Why don't we
Maybe
let
just
luck
smoke some more
decide?
pot and we'll
Let's
find
flip a
out.
Coin. 50-50 odds.
Are you fucking serious?
See? Pretty good idea, right?
No.
Not that. I just
Terrible
remembered
idea.
something
Most of your ideas are.
Well, don't just stand there. Out with it.
You know that knife we found all black and burnt?
Yeah, we haven't mentioned the knife
One we
yet.
found stuck in the body before it exploded, right? According to the Monokuma file, the knife went all the way through, from front to back.
And if it went all the way through, then why, like, why the hell isn't the body,
So?
the
What about
blood getting, it's not on the ground, it's just
Pretty sure
on
I'd
the
seen
body
that knife
itself.
somewhere before. That's what I thought when I first saw it. I just remembered.
Listen, more important, now that we have the knife, what are we gonna do with it? We can't let Toko keep it, that's for sure. We don't know what she might do. I don't want it anyway. So what to do? Why don't you hang on to it, Makoto? Huh? Me?
It's...
Oh.
We gave to Makoto?
That just draws more suspicion towards us, doesn't
You don't
it?
seem surprised.
Shit.
You must have noticed earlier.
I completely forgot that we got the knife. They gave it to us.
Yeah,
Then why did you hide that fact?
it's not that I hid it. It's just...
I'm kind of surprised, like, why didn't we bring up the person in the mask trying to kill us? I couldn't be sure of what actually happened last night. I thought maybe I really did kill her. Oh, that's why.
Suspicious. Very suspicious indeed.
Fuck yourself, Yasuhiro.
Stuck in the body.
Go smoke some pot. Talk to aliens.
Now I'm totally convinced he did it.
They stole my burger again, dude.
100% convinced.
Considering everything up till now, I should be able to make it clear. I have to prove that I didn't murder anyone. I'm not the killer. Make your argument. Disguised dead body, exploded body analysis, fragments near the dead body.
Found lodged in the dead body.
It's the same one we gave to Makoto.
Yeah, can't really refute that.
I was afraid of that.
Okay.
If he did have that knife before, then that seals it. Makoto did it.
Well, not exactly. We still don't have enough evidence.
That automatically makes me the killer?
Yes.
Well, getting stabbed is what killed her, right? So there's no
Let's see. Exploded body analysis, fragments near the dead body.
Killed her with it.
What a horrible man you are, Makoto.
Wait a minute. Wait. We've already established that the coat was put on the body after the tarp was moved, which means the knife was thrust through the coat into the body.
The knife we found lodged in the dead body.
It must be the... Maybe it was the analysis. I'm pretty sure what we're refuting is like the last point they bring up. It has to be the analysis. It's not? Okay. Shit. Okay, so fragments. We still have not used the fragments.
It is, isn't it?
We still haven't used fragments.
Just because I had the knife, that automatically...
I know the bomb or the explosion had something to do with it. Damn it! It's not. Shit. Oh wait, disguised dead body was the thing that refutes it? What? And I think you guys can see I already failed. Like that, how does that, that makes no sense. What?
The stab wound isn't what killed Mukuro.
I would think the analysis would be what refutes that.
The cover-up we just heard.
Oh.
Lies. We never
Maybe there's
talked
something I
about the
forgot about there?
No, don't you remember? The killer covered the dead body with the tarp.
Yeah.
And then put the bloody coat on it, right? In other words, the victim never wore that blood-stained coat until after they were dead.
Oh, okay, I must not really thought about that.
Fine. So what?
So, when we discovered the body, the knife had been thrust through the coat along with the body.
Oh. Oh, okay, so they put on the coat and then thrust the knife through the coat after they had already put it on the body, so that could... Yeah, that's a good point.
Meaning,
I didn't think about that at all.
she wasn't stabbed until the coat was put on. And she was already dead at that point.
Yeah.
Obviously, the stab wound isn't what killed her.
Maybe you stabbed
Damn
her
it, I didn't...
Wants
Fuck.
to kill her and wants to cover it up.
Wouldn't there have been, like, 2 stab wounds? The victim was stabbed twice in the same spot? No, there's no way that's possible. The exact condition of the body was written down for everyone to see. See, Monokuma file, what does that say? The explosion, the victim's identity unknown. The victim has been stabbed with a single time with a knife. Single time.
I got it! The Monokuma file clearly states that there was only one stab wound.
Yep.
Oh yeah, it sure did. I totally forgot about that.
God damn it, Yasuhiro, you fucking asshole.
Was just another piece of camouflage set up by the true killer.
So it was another thing they did to confuse us.
Attention away from what actually killed her. Exploding the body afterward was probably meant to do the same thing.
Yeah, just confuse us even more.
The explosion severely damaged the body.
But then we just have the question of how the hell did she even die?
All the killer's attempt to destroy all evidence of their crime.
So they wanted us to notice the stab wound and then detonated the body afterward. They
Yeah.
meant for us to latch onto the knife as the cause of death, then destroy any evidence proving otherwise.
Oh, hey, I have a question. It kind of goes back to the beginning, but what's the deal with that explosion anyway? Why'd the body just blow up all of a sudden like that?
Killers trying to cover their
If you
tracks? I
bothered
don't know.
to put that lump of gray matter between your ears to use, you'd know the answer.
Hey, Byakuya, you've said some stupid shit before. You can't really say
I'll
that.
tell ya. I bet some unknown quantum particle caused an atomic level spontaneous combustion.
Go smoke some more pot, Yasuhiro.
I'm not dumb enough to believe that.
Go ahead.
Well, at least Oi admits it.
Any headway on this?
There's only one explanation I can think of for the explosion. Exploded body analysis, tattoo on the right hand, fragments near the body. One explanation: when the body was found, knife at the crime scene, torch. Fuck. I don't know. Let's see. What does this say for titanium arrows? No. Woodlock key. Body before the explosion. What does this say? The corpse had mask covering its head and a white jacket covering the body, and knife been pressed into it around the wound. It would have to do with like the killer's face or being able to identify who it was. Let's try this one. That's not it. Fuck. But it would have to do with like being able to identify the person though. Damn it. Tattoo on the right hand. Fake nails, fragments near the dead body. There were bits of charred debris near the body. It should be noted the bomb which had been removed from Monokuma and Jim had disappeared.
I got it!
Okay, that was it.
After the explosion, we found a tiny fragment of something on the ground near the body, right? That fragment reveals the cause of the explosion.
Yeah, it was the bomb that they put in Monokuma.
You know, I feel like I've seen something like it somewhere before.
That's only natural. Because, of course, we saw
It was in the Monokuma
that
thing.
dismantled Monokuma. It's part of a bomb.
An atomic bomb.
Then the explosion was because of the Monokuma bomb.
Anyway, the culprit's motive is becoming more and more obvious by the minute. They wanted the knife wound to look like the fatal injury so that we'd suspect Makoto. And the only one who would...
And now Kyoko's accusation is kind of fallen apart.
Possible suspect.
Uh-oh.
You, Kyoko.
Now it falls on
Hold on
Kyoko.
a second, Byakuya.
What's the problem?
Well, I just feel like we need to think this through. We still don't know what actually killed the victim.
That's
Yeah.
true. It's definitely bugging me. What really killed her?
Fine. I have no problem with that. Let us continue the debate. It won't change...
Well, it would have to have been, like,
regardless.
at least so far, we're assuming it was a stab wound. We need to determine what ultimately killed the victim. I need to concentrate. Oh, God. Do we have any clues as to what might have killed her? Monokuma file. Oh, that's all we have. Holy shit. Well, yeah, it says stab wound.
Then, shall we continue the debate? The victim's fatal injury has yet to be determined, correct?
The explosion
Well,
didn't kill her for sure.
No, the explosion. Damn it. Ow.
Well, yeah. She was already totally dead when that happened.
And it wasn't because of the knife, right?
Wait. Oh, that doesn't refute it? What? Okay. I guess I should listen to all of them.
Shall we continue? The victim's fatal injury. Well, yeah. She wasn't because of the knife, right?
Alright, it wasn't because of the knife.
One other thing.
Maybe.
Yeah. According to the Monokuma file, that's gotta be it. There was evidence that showed she was hit on the back of her head.
Wait. Oh, that doesn't refute it. What? Damn. Fuck.
Then, shall we continue?
Okay, we must have to use Yasuhiro's evidence or his example and use that against everybody else.
And more than that,
Okay, so it was hit on the back of the head. There we go. I must not have tried that one yet.
Mukuro died because of the blow to the back of the head she suffered.
What about
Yeah.
the wounds all over the rest of her body? They didn't have anything to do with it?
The Monokuma
They
file
probably
makes it
did.
clear that those weren't fresh wounds.
Oh,
Yeah.
Good point. If they were old, I guess they don't really matter.
Okay.
Well, they do matter.
Assuming the blow to the back
We'll find that. We'll
killed
find out about that later.
What was the murder weapon?
The Monokuma file says she was hit
I don't know, rusty
pipe.
pipe.
About as thick as a metal pipe.
Oh shit, I was joking.
Oh, I bet it was the pickaxe.
How is that even
Well, then her head would be
If
like
someone
fucking
made
caved
that,
in.
It'd cave their skull in completely.
Yeah.
Maybe they held it the other way and hit her with the handle.
No way! The balance would be all off. You wouldn't be able to swing it with any kind of power.
Yeah, you'd only be able to like thrust it.
Wouldn't mind testing it on you if you want.
Oh my god. I can test my scissors on you too.
Call it an accident.
I'd love to
Yeah.
scoop out that nasty brain.
Genocide Joe would love that.
on the ground and spit on it.
Ugh, god.
I feel the same way. Looks like we're on the same page this time.
Seriously?
That's kind of fucked
We want
up.
to figure out what killed her, right? It just so happens we already know.
We already know? I knew we could count on you, Master.
Ugh.
What was it?
Go ahead and tell them, Makoto. Surely you've deduced.
You tell them, Makoto. I don't feel like it. The real murder weapon. Exploded body analysis, fake nails. Tattoo on the right hand. Fragments near the dead body. Sprinklers when the body was found. Knife at the crime scene. Tarp. Chicken coop chickens. Back to his account. Body before the explosion. Monokuma's account. Oh, right. The arrows.
I got it.
Yeah, those were,
Was hit in the back of the head.
I completely forgot about those. The arrows.
That's what killed her.
Like, they could have been bunched together and, you know, they hit somebody.
Titanium arrow we found in the locker in the dojo.
Somebody just tied them together and hit somebody, hit them with it. Titanium's pretty, can do some damage.
Are you sure? That sounds kind of weird.
That's a pretty unconventional way to kill somebody, that's for sure.
How dare you backtalk, Master? You have no right.
Not unless I've given you the right.
I'm not talking anything. I'm just saying what I think.
I don't blame Hina for doubting it, because there's one more thing about that weapon. One more secret. Oh. The duct tape? Wasn't it the duct tape? Bloody duct tape. Yeah, that has to be it. Oh wait, the woodblock key. Yeah, that might factor into this too.
Titanium arrow. It was
Bloody
in the
duct
dojo
tape.
locker, right? I have no doubt that was the murder weapon.
Are you sure?
Yeah,
You don't sound
pretty sure.
convinced. What's the problem?
Well, because in the Monokuma file, it said the weapon must have been about as thick as a metal pipe, right? It seems like an arrow would just be too thick.
You tied it together with duct tape, you wouldn't have that problem. There you go. That's it. Tie together a bunch of arrows and it's not that thin anymore.
You're right. Just the one arrow would have been too weak. That's why the killer used another weapon.
Yeah.
Another weapon?
I don't
Inside
understand.
the dojo locker, we also found a balled-up wad of duct tape. The killer probably uses duct tape to bind multiple arrows together. Bundling them together using the duct tape would easily create a single weapon as thick as a pipe. And that's exactly what the killer did.
It's similar to Aesop's fable about the bundle of sticks. One stick is weak, but put them together, and they become strong. It's meant to teach cooperation.
Does Toko just... Does Toko just become smart all of a sudden at some points? Because every other time she's just really weird and awkward. And now all of a sudden it's like she's really intelligent out of nowhere.
You even listening.
Anyway, that explains the murder weapon. As for who the
And she
culprit
kinda
is
lives up to
who
her,
stabbed the weapon in the
title.
dojo locker,
Ultimate student
it
title.
was you, Kyoko.
I've never been
It's
to
like the
dojo.
ultimate writer, ultimate author, or something like that.
Oh no, you absolutely have.
How can you say that with such
No, here we're gonna go, or here we go with the woodblock
Because
woodblock
we
key
have proof, of course,
example.
don't we, Makoto?
Yep.
Oh,
But then we'd have to reveal that we
What's the
snuck
matter?
into her room, which is kind of
Surely you
weird.
don't intend to protect a murderer. You know what will happen if you do, don't you?
Execution.
If you cover for the culprit, there's only one thing that can lead to the death of us all. Remember?
Of course I remember.
Then show us. Show everyone the evidence that proves Kyoko went to the dojo.
Peer pressure. Peer pressure. I have evidence? Evidence that Kyoko went to the dojo? It must be connected to that dojo locker. Yep, and it is. Woodblock key.
I got it! The one thing that proves Kyoko was in the dojo is right here. The key to the dojo locker.
How do you have
How does
that?
that prove anything?
Because I found it in your room.
It was in my room?
Someone planted it there.
For trying to
Probably Monokuma.
That key is just the final piece of the puzzle. Your non-existent alibi, your clear motive, your attempts to frame Makoto for the crime. This all proves that you are the true culprit. You can't explain this away, so just give up.
Hold on a second.
She probably won't have anything to explain it away either. We're probably gonna defend her though.
Once again, you really are dead set on defending her, aren't you?
Of course, she's my wife.
No,
I
it's
must.
not that I want to defend her. It's just there's one more thing I need to ask her. Kyoko, I want you to tell me something.
Why do you think I'm the murderer?
Last night, you were in my room, weren't you? Why? What were you doing there?
Watching you sleep? Being a creeper?
That's what I need to know.
Were you talking to other women?
I was
Yandere
just
Kyoko?
protecting you.
What?
She was protecting me? Then what? Does that mean she... So she fought off the murderer. She knew I was being attacked. And she came to my rescue. Could that be when... Which would mean that Kyoko... She killed someone for me?
That's enough. The time for idle chatter is over. A verdict is close at hand.
Wait. I'm warning you. Don't make this mistake. I'm not the killer.
I knew you were stubborn, but this is just getting ridiculous.
Byakuya, goddammit.
But you should
I know you don't like her,
what I
but
didn't
Jesus
do.
Christ.
Can you tell me I'm wrong?
I should know.
What? Byakuya should know better than anyone? What does that mean? I don't know. What do we have that proves that? When the body was found. Shit, we're gonna have to copy something, aren't we?
Those words you just
Oh, this is a long one.
What do you mean?
Exactly what I said. I'm not the killer. You should understand that more than anyone here.
Byakuya, what are you hiding?
Yeah, man.
Would he ever hide something?
I know the aliens hide a lot of stuff from me.
There's proof that you aren't the culprit. Is that what you're saying?
Apparently,
You stated a theory earlier.
the body
You
was
said
found.
I hid the evidence of my crime in the dojo locker. And
Yeah.
then left the locker key in my own room, correct?
It was
But
found.
could I really have done that?
Okay. Wait, Kyoko gave her room key to Byakuya, right? Oh! Which would mean...
There's proof that you
Oh, okay, that does it. Good. I was hoping that would be the answer. You gave the, she gave the key to Byakuya. I actually forgot about that.
Huh? Why not?
Because she had given her room key to Byakuya.
I see.
Yep.
So that's what you meant.
Oh, God. Why couldn't you have just said that?
Then obviously I had no way of getting in. Without my room key, I couldn't have possibly put the locker key in there myself. Am I wrong?
It would appear not.
Well, at least he can admit when he's wrong.
Finally starting to understand.
That you're a fucking dumbass. No, that's not actually true. There was a clear contradiction in what Kyoko just told us, an obvious lie. But this just isn't like her. To try and save herself with such a desperate lie. Does she really feel that threatened? Because she's the killer? Or is it something else? Was there some deeper meaning hidden in what Kyoko said earlier? If you vote for me and I die here, the mystery of this skull will stay hidden forever. Which is why I can't let that happen. This is a trap the Mastermind has laid for us. The Mastermind's trap. The mastermind is trying to trap Kyoko? But what if that's not really true? What can I do? What should I do? What should I... The mastermind's trap. The victim was Mukuro, and Kyoko killed her? What does Kyoko really know? What am I supposed to do? Kyoko's lie. I'm the only one who knows it's a lie. I'm the only one who can expose it. But who can I trust? What am I supposed to do? The mastermind's trap. If you spend all your time trying to avoid danger, you'll never move forward. We know the danger, but if that risk means solving the mystery, we have no choice. Am I wrong? What do I do? I have to decide right here and now whether or not to expose Kyoko's lie. And here's the part in the game where it will determine whether we get the good or the bad ending. If we pursue the lie, then Kyoko gets executed. And if we let it go, then we're going to get executed. I don't know what happens if we run away. I don't remember that option. But, I think what we're going to do is we're going to let it go, because that's what's going to get us the actual ending of the game and not the bad ending. So, first time I actually pursued the lie. I really wasn't sure of what to do here the first time I got to this choice. But, the correct option is just to let it go, because as we've seen, Kyoko does have a good reason for what she's doing, so we're going to ignore it. I've made my decision. I have to believe in Kyoko. There's no way she would kill someone. That there has to be some secret here, something that has to do with the mastermind's trap that Kyoko mentioned.
Does no one have a rebuttal? Have you decided to accept her assertion as fact?
Yes.
I see. So you still refuse to accept it. I suppose we have to admit that Kyoko didn't put the locker key in her room. That it was someone else.
But who else could it have been?
Byakuya!
Byakuya had a room key, right?
You! What are you trying to imply?
Don't even imply that, you monster.
From nighttime on, I was with you guys the entire time. I couldn't possibly have killed anyone.
You cloned
Or
yourself.
put the key in Kyoko's room.
Well, someone had to put the key in there.
There's only one other possibility I can think of. Someone could have put the key on them, then once they arrived at the scene, pretended to find it there.
Oh. Oh, shit.
Had to be Makoto, right?
I don't see any other option.
Wait a second. You've got it all wrong. Let's
Too
think
late,
about it
bitch.
One more time. There's gotta be a hidden side to this case.
Huh? A hidden side?
First of all, there's something off about this entire trial. You all see it, don't you? Mukuro, who
And of course,
didn't know
Monokuma's not gonna
existed,
say shit.
suddenly shows up dead. And then we're thrown into a trial. And
Yeah.
Kyoko even said, it's a trap the mastermind set for us. So that's why this has to be...
Okay, time's up.
Oh, you motherfucker.
Time's
What's going
up.
on?
Class trial's all over. Everyone can stop talking now.
What? Time's up?
What do you mean time's
No
up?
way.
There's no time's up. Since when have we...
It's because
Well, we
you
do have a
left,
timer.
So we had to push back the start time. So then, it's time for voting time, okay? Everyone, please vote using the lever in front of you.
Voting time?
Monokuma's trying to manipulate the game. Well, looks like Makoto's dead. Great, we killed him. B-A-C-A. I'm a straight C student. Oh, I got an A somehow. Alright then.
Now, who will be chosen as the blackened? Will you make the right choice or the dreadfully wrong one?
Wrong, 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 wrong. You're
What's it
wrong.
gonna be? What's it gonna be?
Time to kill some people. My favorite time, killing time. Oh, great. Now you guys fucked up. Now you fucked up. Now you fucked up. What? You think I'm the killer? Sorry, man.
Sorry.
Yeah, sorry. It's all your fault. Everyone, you're wrong. You've got it all wrong. I didn't do it.
Indeed.
Good job, everyone. Good job. Yeah, they got it right. No, I know that's not true. None of this makes any sense. This whole trial doesn't make any sense. It makes perfect sense. It's the same as always. It's just like all the other class trials, and I'm gonna end it the same way. It's time for your heart-pounding, positively thrilling punishment. Wait, why do I... Kyoko.
I don't expect you to forgive me. I know this is all my fault.
Uh-oh. Kyoko.
Let's give it everything we've got. It's punishment time!
No. Well, that was unexpected. Huh? Huh? What's this? What's going on? Hey, was that... Oh, yeah, it had to be.
This is...
Alter Ego? Alter Ego! Is this some stupid virus from that stupid guy? He must have planted it when he invaded my network! Damn it all to hell, I don't believe this! It seems you finally made a miscalculation. No, you miscalculated from the very beginning. What was that?
In other words,
What I'm saying is, you shouldn't have underestimated us. Huh, why are you talking like you've already won? I barely felt a thing. It was a pinch, an itch. That stupid virus is gone now, got it? And so is Makoto. Maybe I didn't get to smash him flat, but you're never gonna see him again. To waste away in a garbage-strewn pit, in a way, it's an even better special punishment. Pooh! Pooh! But it's still not enough. I'm still not satisfied. I'm still gonna bring despair to the rest of you. Bring despair to the entire world. Pooh! 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 Is he gone? Hey, Kyoko, what's the meaning of all this? Just what the hell is going on?
calm down.
It's okay. We're not the ones being trapped. We're not the ones being trapped this time. Huh?
In other words,
Now it's the mastermind that's ensnared.
What did you say?
What are you talking about?
so...
You'll understand soon enough. Very soon indeed. The massive high school towers over all the other buildings in this bustling urban area. It's like the school stands at the center of the entire world. Hope's Peak Academy! Hope's Peak Academy. It brings in top students from every field imaginable, a government-funded school for privilege. They say that if you come here and manage to graduate, you'll be set for life. With hundreds of years of tradition, it sends the cream of the crop into the workforce every year. It was built to raise hope in the nation's future, which makes Hope's Peak a pretty fitting name. There are two things you need to attend this school. 1, you have to already be attending high school. 2, you have to be the very best at what you do. No ordinary student could enroll here. The only way in is if you're scouted by the school itself. And standing there at the gate of this ultimate school filled with the ultimate students was me. Nah. What? Where am I? I woke up with my head resting on top of a hard wooden desk. My body felt heavy. It wouldn't be weird for me to zonk off in the middle of some boring class or whatever, but what was I doing asleep here just now? It wasn't any classroom I'd ever been in before. What the heck is going on? Finally. I could finally feel my mind and body start to come back together again, and then I was awake. Or was this just another dream? A dream inside a hopeless nightmare? No, this isn't a dream. I could tell because the stench invading my nostrils was too powerful for a dream. What an awful smell. I was in a vast dark cavern with the barest hint of light seeping in. Trash was piled high all across the area. This must be some kind of underground garbage pit. A heck of a situation to find myself in. But that was just the beginning of my problems. Was I going to be stuck in here until I wasted away and died? No, I can't let that happen. Not after what my good friend went through to save me. I remembered all too well what had happened. Alter Ego saved me, and he used up the last little bit of his strength to do it. So I can't give up now, for myself and for my friend. And with that, my pursuit of survival began. First step was to start looking for a way out of here. Yeah, the only way out seems to be the door. Rattle, rattle. It's locked. Rattle, rattle. No matter how many times I pushed or pulled or kicked at it, it didn't budge. Getting out of here isn't going to be that easy. Well, if I'm not getting out of here anytime soon. I decided to look around for some food. Oh, God. Yeah, they're probably out-of-date food or just half-eaten food. There's plenty of food here, but it's all rotten. But that was pointless, too. Next, I searched for some water. How could I be sure which liquids I could drink, and which ones are an all-around bad idea? Again, pointless. I feel like I'm blocked in on all sides. But that's still not enough reason to give up, because I'm still alive. As long as I'm alive, I'll never give up. After making that proud declaration, the next thing I decided to do was go to sleep. My sleep was deep and uninterrupted. That was the only way to preserve what little strength I had left after not being able to eat or drink. I can't be sure, but I think at least a full day had to have passed. And all I did was sleep and sleep. It was like I was waiting for some kind of sign to come falling out of the sky. However, what fell from the sky wasn't a sign, not exactly. Go crunch. What the? The strange sound pierced my silent isolation, jarring me awake. As I watched, the pile of garbage jostled and formed an odd shape. Did something fall down over there? Something fell from up above. What could it have been? Well, let's check it out. Look inside the garbage. Did a giant piece of trash just fall down here? I carefully stretched my hand out toward whatever it was that had tumbled down here with me.
Just a second.
Oh hey, a giant piece of trash, rude. Before she even emerged from the pile of garbage, I knew who it was.
It smells
Hey, it's cup noodles.
awful.
This place smells awful. And so do those noodles. Kyoko? You look like you're doing better than I expected. What are you doing here? Isn't it obvious? I'm here to help you. I'm glad to hear that, Kyoko. You've got a bit of garbage in your hair. She gave her head a quick, sharp shake to get rid of the trash, then faced me again.
Hey,
First, I have something for you. Go ahead and eat it. We can talk once you're finished. Thank you! I snatched the bread and water that she was holding out for me. Within seconds, it was in my mouth and making its way toward my stomach. Phew, that really hit the spot. Let's devour that like a wild animal. Now I've got all the energy I need to keep going. So you still haven't given up then? Of course not. After all, the fact that I can keep going forward is about all I'm good at. Well, that's not such a bad thing to be good at. Okay, so I guess we're gonna talk to her. But Kyoko, why'd you come to rescue me? To pay a debt, or no, to atone. Atone? During the trial, even though you knew I was lying, you didn't say anything. So, you knew that I knew?
Indeed.
But even though I knew, I did nothing to help you. I abandoned you. Don't say that! You didn't abandon me. No, that's exactly what I did. I abandoned you in order to save my own life. You were trying to save me, and I couldn't bring myself to do the same for you.
However,
But listen, not that I'm trying to make excuses, but there was a reason that I had to survive, no matter the cost. Why did you have to survive?
it's true.
I'll tell you. I'll tell you everything. The reason I have to
In
survive
other words,
is so that I can do what I came to this school to do. What? I made up my mind to come to Hope's Peak Academy for one very important reason. So you have some reason for coming to Hope's Peak?
indeed.
That's right. At least I did, once. Once. Until recently, I'd forgotten what it was. You forgot, but that's... I had no memory of what my purpose was. No memory? That's impossible. Amnesia? Then, is it really true? You lost your memory?
Makoto,
Do you remember, Makoto? Do you remember the first thing that happened to each of us as soon as we arrived at this school? The first thing. You're talking about when we fainted, right? I fainted, and when I woke up, I was trapped here.
that's right.
I fainted too, and when I woke up, I noticed a strange feeling of separation within myself, a disconnect.
Would seem...
Thinking back on it now, at that point, my memory was gone. At that time, I'd forgotten. I couldn't remember why I'd come to this school, and I couldn't remember what my ultimate ability was. But what would make you forget all that? Strange, isn't it? It's hard to imagine it happened by chance. It seemed much too convenient. Are you saying you think you lost your memory because...
Indeed.
I don't think. I'm positive it was the work of the mastermind. They stole my memory. But why would they want to do that? There's only one reason I can come up with. Because of my purpose and my ability. Somehow they would interfere with the mastermind's plans. So the mastermind just stole them from you?
However,
And it could also mean, somehow, my memories may be connected to the mystery of this school and the mastermind, which is why I have to get them back. That's why I've been investigating things by myself this whole time. But if what you say is true, why didn't you ask the rest of us to help you?
why is that?
If I did that, and we all worked as one, the mastermind would have noticed right away. Plus, there's always the chance that the mastermind is actually one of us.
Correct.
What? Well, don't make too big a deal of it. It's just a possibility. But since it is a possibility, we can't ignore it, right? The mastermind, one of us. If she believed that, then of course she couldn't trust anyone around her. In which case, it only makes sense that she would look into her missing memory by herself.
However,
That being said, there was a limit to what I could do by myself, which is why I asked you to help me. But why me? Because among everyone, you were least likely to be the mastermind. That was just intuition, but... I see. Your intuition was right, though. There's no way an ordinary kid like me could have been the mastermind.
I understand.
I can never leave here.
Understand everything. My goal isn't to get out of here.
It's to stay here.
To stay here.
My god, what a twist. Get... It's just like the dream I had before, but why did that just happen?
listen.
Are you okay? Oh, yeah, it's nothing. It is nothing, right?
Hey,
Even now, I still trust you, you know? It's just, I'm not used to relying on others. I know I never asked you for help the right way, so I understand if you're not convinced. Honestly, I was convinced. I think that's just her personality. Talk to her again? You said you had a reason for doing all that investigating on your own. So, how'd that turn out? Were you able to remember anything?
so...
I think there's still a lot I don't remember, but at the very least, I was finally able to recall my purpose and my ability. You mentioned your ability. My ability, what everyone should have known me for. I'm the ultimate detective. Wow, what a shocker. The ultimate detective? And the reason I came to Hope's Peak Academy was there was someone I had to find here in the school. You had to find someone? Who?
So...
Well, it was the headmaster of Hope's Peak Academy. The headmaster? Why did you want to find the headmaster? Because he's my father. Oh, shit.
In
What?
other words,
I was separated from him as a child, and as it turns out, he became the headmaster of Hope's Peak. Kyoko's dad. Is Hope's Peak's headmaster? When Alter Ego told us he thought the headmaster was involved. I'll find a way. Huh? No matter what it takes, I will find the headmaster.
What?
No matter the cost.
So,
Kyoko, what's going on? My memory hadn't come back at that point, but when he said that, I felt strange. It makes perfect sense now, of course, since my whole purpose for coming here was to find him. That makes
However-
sense. But listen, Makoto, I want to make this perfectly clear so there's no misunderstanding. I said the headmaster wasn't the mastermind, but I didn't say that to protect him. I said what I felt based on what I'd seen when I snuck into the headmaster's room. Then, what did you see in there? The room had been ransacked, the shelves were a mess, and the desk drawers were dumped on the floor. The only conclusion is that someone who didn't know where anything was had been in there. You mean, the mastermind, right?
It's true.
That was my assumption, yes, and to confirm my suspicion, I decided to investigate the second floor of the dorms using the key I'd found. But why there? Because I also found this in the headmaster's room. This is some kind of map?
Indeed.
It's a layout of the entirety of Hope's Peak Academy. I found it in the headmaster's room along with Mukuro's profile and that key. The map showed that the second floor was home to a number of rooms meant for faculty use. Some of the staff must have had to stay overnight from time to time. And I figured the headmaster would have some kind of private room there. But I assumed that if that were true, that room would likely hold more clues, so I went to check.
Correct.
And that's when I finally remembered. I remembered that my purpose was to find the owner of that room. So you went there to see if the headmaster really did have a private room there?
However,
But once I got there, I noticed the second floor of the dorms didn't have any cameras or monitors. So, what was it like? That part of the school, I mean. It's hard to describe. All I can say is, the moment I saw it, I realized, whatever's going on in the school is more horrific than we ever imagined. What do you mean?
so
I can't explain it. You'll need to see it for yourself, and I'm sure you'll get your chance soon enough. It sounds like it must be important, and really ominous. So, you gonna try to leave now, maybe?
however,
Oh, okay. Which is why I had no idea what was going on in the rest of the building. It has to do with Mukuro Ikusaba, doesn't it? Just to be perfectly clear, I didn't kill her. And I know it wasn't you either. I know you're right, but that just means everyone but you and me had an alibi, so then who did kill her?
anyway,
What I can say for sure is that the mastermind is directly involved. To begin with, the point of the class trial of Mukuro Ikusaba was to get me killed. Get you killed?
indeed.
I stole that key and disappeared, and in retaliation they wanted to draw me out and eliminate me.
Correct.
That was the point of the class trial. It was? The mastermind knew they couldn't interfere directly. You mean because of the school regulations?
That's right.
Exactly. With minimal restrictions, you are free to explore Hope's Peak Academy at your discretion.
In other words,
The mastermind is adamant about following the rules, and with that rule in place, they couldn't step in. Since they couldn't kill me themselves, they tried to use the class trial to do it. The mastermind couldn't step in because of the rules? That makes it sound like the mastermind themselves is somehow bound by the school regulations.
hey,
There's one other thing I'd like to point out about the murder of Mukuro Ikusaba. What's that? There was a point where Mukuro may not have become the victim. It could have been you, Makoto. I could have become the victim?
indeed.
You know what I'm talking about, right? Do you mean... Yep, they did try to kill us. During the night? I can hear them, you know. The footsteps of the god of death. What? I can hear the god of death as he moves. That ability naturally draws me into cases, just like this.
Anyway,
Which is exactly what happened with you. I was in the dorms and I had a sudden sense of dread. I looked down the stairwell, and I saw a white shadow cross the corridor. I gave chase right away. As I followed it, I saw the shadow go into your room.
correct.
I ran into your room and I saw what was happening. I intervened immediately, of course.
However,
That wasn't the end of things, of course. I stopped them, but that led to... Whoever the masked assailant was, they ended up dead.
correct.
And their murder was disguised, and the dojo key wound up in my room. It all has to be the work of the mastermind, in an attempt to use the class trial to eliminate me. So this would mean that whoever killed Mukuro is also the mastermind, right? I don't have conclusive evidence, but that's what I think. But that's really bad if it's true. It means the mastermind can kill whoever they want if they feel like it. Wait, but doesn't that create another contradiction? The mastermind wanted to use the class trial to try and kill you because they couldn't interfere, right?
Correct.
You're right, that is a contradiction. And it's not just Mukuro. They needed the class trial to kill me, but seemed ready to kill you in your room. Everything they did is a contradiction. So, what does it all mean?
In other words,
It means that the mastermind is the one who's been cornered. Huh?
Kodo.
Just a little more. A little more and I should be able to figure out the mastermind's identity. The identity of the other ultimate despair. The other ultimate despair? There's no doubt that Mukuro was the ultimate despair, and that she's dead. But I don't think the ultimate despair is just one person. It's not? If you think about it, the ultimate despair seems to implicate whoever caused that event. You're talking about what happened a year ago, the biggest, most awful, most tragic event in human history. The tragedy. Whoever's responsible for that, they're the ultimate despair? That despicable group whose only purpose and motivation comes from despair. Then they're, make no mistake, they're the root of all the evil that has forced us to go through this. That is the ultimate despair, and that is our real enemy. And then there were still 6. Oh, we got the Dream Island rocket. Looks like a dildo. Great.